Man, got around. OG7 back here. And here over at Patreon, man, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some very fascinating tales of victory and glory that will make your life much better. And the victory is going to be the psychological tactics that work with women. And the glory is how you see this like a superpower. So with great power comes great responsibility. So guys, I want to get straight to the topic here. This came from one of my valued subscribers, man. He asked me specifically for this video, so I'm making it for him. And he wanted to know the psychological tactics that work with women, dude. This is going to be a very short video, and here's why, man. I want to tell you guys the whole truth, nothing but the truth, absolute truth, because the truth shall set you free. All this stuff you see on YouTube and the internet, man, about PUA this and game this and all this and that. It's all like, I'll give you an example. It's put in a Band-Aid. So let's just say you and I don't know if I can still keep my knives in here. I used to keep knives. Yay! Oh man, yes indeedy diety. I got it. So let's just say me and you get into some knife play, bro. I don't know you, but I know me. And I'm really good with knives, dude. I just studied now. I love knives. I love knives even before I went to prison, dude. Because when I was a kid, I couldn't get a pistol, so I used to carry a knife. It's like knife is it's a scary instrument, dude. And then after going to prison, I got really, really good with knives, man. In combat, I was good at knives. But then after getting out of prison, I really studied knives. So let's say me and you get into some knife play, I feel very confident that I will make you bleed, dude. I will make you shit your pants, dude. I'll make your bowels leave outside of your abdomen, right? I believe that in my heart because I got training and I got the ability to do that. A lot of people, man, they think they can just stab somebody or cut somebody. It's not that easy. And the reason I bring that up is this, guys. It's because I have positive knowing. And here's the difference between positive thinking and positive knowing. Here's positive thinking. Hey, man, I believe that if a person was to break in here, I could just cut them open. Don't you ever come in my place again. And then you call 911 officer. This guy broke in my house, and I had to. Here's positive knowing. I know for a fact if a motherfucker comes into my domain in my castle, bro, and before I can get to my other weapons of choice, like say I couldn't get to this thing, guys. I'll talk to you about this in another video, but say all I had was this. I confidently know, dude, I have the ability to cut dude in some areas where he's gonna bleed the most. And then I'm gonna overpower his bitch ass before I give him a fucking tracheotomy. Because I've done it. I've done it before. I've done it dozens of times. It's positive knowing. So the psychological tactics that work with women, dude, is not giving a fuck about women, dude. But see, that's the whole thing. This is what you guys don't understand. In America, it's topsy-turvy. And if you watch my other pimping video, what I share with you is this. In society, whether in the marketplace, whether it's food or commodities or material things, it's called supply and demand. And I learned this when I was an IT guy in Salinas, California, dude. I used to work for this place called Fresh Express. And they processed all the spinach and lettuce and fruits from the fields through this production environment. It had a conveyor belt, it was all computerized, boxed it up, froze it, and it shipped it. Dude, it was automated, it's crazy. Even the sprinkling of the water was computerized, dude, down to a science with the nutrients infused. Blew me away. That's where I understand technology is pervasive in all of our lives. So anyway, I was in there one day and I was working on a production conveyor belt. Like it wasn't freezing the vegetables at a high enough temperature so that when they're boxed, they wouldn't unthaw by the time it got to their destination, right? So I was working on it, but then I saw they were throwing away a bunch of fruits, dude, just throwing away fruits and lettuce, spinach. They were just throwing stuff away, just throwing it away in a mulcher. And I asked the manager, like, hey, why are you guys throwing away? He goes, oh, there's too much on the market and it drives down the pricing. I said, what? Why not just give it to homeless people or poor families? Oh, it's too many legalities. They threw away so much food. They could have fed thousands of families. I'm telling you, dude, it blew me away. I wouldn't even talk to you about it. It was that much food. It wasn't just no little bit of stuff. It was huge. That's why they had to put it in a mulcher to fucking obliterate it down so they can re-put it out into the fields, bro, into the dirt. So the reason I'm bringing this up, guys, I want you to understand supply and demand. When there's more of something on the market, it's what's called a buyer's market because the price goes down. When there's less of something, it's called scarcity. The price goes up because it's in high demand. It's scarce, and only people with the most resources will get it. So I want you to understand this. When you go to places like Russia, the Middle East, um, Italy, Spain, Greece, Turkey, Germany, bro, Africa, where there's more women than men, the Philippines, dude, Southeast Asia, where there's more women than men. Men are the prize, dude. Men are the commodity, and they have that arrogance, they have that confidence, they have that understanding, and they treat women as a commodity as they are. Like if you got a bunch of apples, let's just say you're into apples, and you like red apples, and you like the firm, crunchy ones, right? But then somebody turns you on to green apples. Then somebody turns you on to yellow apples. Man, you'll be like, wow, man. To me, I like green apples better than red apples. But say you've always eaten red apples and you eat a green apple, you're like, man, that thing is tight, bro. You'll never look at a red apple the same. So what does that mean as far as psychological tactics that'll work with women? I want you to understand something, man. Once you get your passport, dude, and you want to practice this thing. See, this is what I used to teach on my channel. It's called social circle game. And all it is, you get a social circle where you're friend zoned by so many women, dude, that they actually bring you women. That's what people don't understand. The PUAs tell you that the friend zone is a bad thing. That's not true, bro. Because just because one woman finds you to be a friend, there's always going to be some of her friends who find you attractive. Why? Because first of all, the hot girl has you as a friend. Second of all, dude, you're comfortable being around a lot of women. And thirdly, dude, everybody's not going to dig where you're coming from. Some women don't like you. Some women are going to like you. Some women are going to think you're the best thing since oxygen. Just how it is. So I called it social circle game, which I said to surround yourself with a lot of women. Like I took a lot of yoga, salsa dancing. I would take like cardio kickboxing class, Taibo classes, body combat, all the stuff that women would take. And guys would laugh at me, but they didn't understand. I would take poetry, dude, and all kind of stuff, bro. And guys would laugh if they didn't understand. Like, dude, I'd be surrounded by a lot of women. I got comfortable with women. But now that I'm here in Vegas and I've been talking to this dude named Alaskan Whiskey, I suggest you go over to his YouTube channel. And man, I'm really turned on to passport game. Why this is important with the psychological tactics that work on women. I remember when I first went to well, let me be honest with you. When I lived back east, I didn't have a shortage of women. I would get women, but it wouldn't be the ones that I wanted. I would never get the girls that I wanted because it just wasn't like the alpha of the alphas, man. Yeah, I was getting in trouble and I was a criminal and stuff, but I wasn't the top criminal because I had morals. I knew that crime was wrong, but I was hungry and I didn't know another way, so I robbed people. But then when I joined the military and I got into bodybuilding, the military took me to California. And when the bodybuilding was the key back then because women love guys with muscles, bro. And I didn't, but dude, I went from back east only getting the women. I didn't want to California getting any woman I want. I'm not saying any or every, but the type of woman I wanted. If I wanted airline stewardess or models or actors or singers or dancers or doctors or lawyers, whatever the fuck I wanted, I can get them, bro. Because the bodybuilding and the martial arts put me in a level of superiority. That's the word. Superiority. Wow, me talking maybe understand something. Women like men who they feel are superior to them. So when you want to talk about psychological tactics that work with women, here it is in a nutshell. I want you to take advantage of the ultimate Krav Maga program I'm going to put here on Patreon, dude. I want you to download it, and I want you to email me your phone number so we can go ahead and get a Zoom call going where we can practice this stuff on a monthly basis together. Like, you know what I mean? We can just practice it. Because at the $90 level, I think I got it now where you can do I had written it down somewhere, man. Damn, because I was just talking about it. I think I was gonna do like I just wrote it down. Fuck, man, I hate when I do that, man. Dang. Okay, well, I don't know where I put it, but I think at the $90 level, I think I got it where you. Oh, here it is, right here. What I would suggest is, at the $90 level, you get a 60-minute Zoom call session with me. I would cut it down. I would spread it out to two Zoom calls, two 30-minute Zoom calls, every 2 weeks. Do a Zoom call, and we're going to go through the ultimate Krav Maga program. It's not just martial arts; it's working out, it's breathing, it's mentality, it's mindset, it's control of your emotions. Because then, I guarantee you, if you go through that with me on the first day, and you do it like 2 weeks, like if we do it every 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, the next time you see me on the Zoom call, you'll be transformed. Not totally, but you'll do like you know how you do a 180? You'll probably do like a 30. Yeah, you'll do a 30. It'll change you that much where when you want to talk about psychological tactics of working with women, it's about self-confidence, dude. It's about self-efficacy and knowing that every day you get better in each and every way. So you're better today than you were yesterday, and tomorrow you're going to be even better than today. And when you walk around, you live that through the exercises and the martial arts and the training, the book readings I'm going to give to you and the coaching calls. When you meet women, dude, you will know that you are their superior. I'm going to tell you something, dude. This is a true story. When I joined the military, man, maybe I came from being poor. Yeah, I got lumped up in youth authority, maximum security prison. I got pretty big, you know what I mean, compared to where I was. I think I went from 138 to I went to 138 to like 178, which is the thing 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I put on 40 pounds of muscle, dude, in 2 years, which is phenomenal. But then when I joined the military, dude, I really got into boxing and wrestling and martial arts and the military lifestyle, being a soldier and bodybuilding and powerlifting. Dude, I went from 178 to like I don't want to exaggerate. I went from 178 to like 230 pounds, dude. I went from that, man, like a year. So 178, 188, 198, 208, 218, 220. I put on 50 pounds in a year, bro. And me just walking around that lean muscle, bro, with no steroids, nothing like that. I just was so confident. I was so superior to other people because I went from being a nobody to a somebody through my hard work. When I met hot girls, dude, this is what I thought to myself, dude. Nobody's hotter than me. I'm just being honest. Nobody's hotter than me because the way my clothes fit. Now, when you go from being a little skinny, wimpy bitch boy, or maybe a fat, soft, a skinny, fat dude, and your clothes fit a certain way, and you put on muscle. I'm talking about quality muscle. Even if you put on, dude, even you just put on like 10 to 15 pounds of muscle is noticeable. I just went through a transformation because I came from an impoverished neighborhood to having 3 square meals a day of vegetables and fruits and starches and proteins and all my macros and micros and taking vitamins. And I spent all my paychecks on them, on protein supplements and amino acids and stuff. I lived that lifestyle, bro. And to put on, you put on that kind of muscle, the way your clothes fit, the way you walk, the way you feel is totally different. It's a mind fuck for yourself because you believe in yourself so much. So the psychological tactic you actually works with women is you feel superior to them, and they know that you feel superior because you feel superior inside. And all it is you convey. This is how it works with women. However you feel about yourself is conveyed to them. Matter of fact, it's conveyed to everybody. That's why there's a book called "Be Careful How Do You Talk to Yourself When Nobody's Around," or what do you say to yourself? How do you talk to yourself? I'll find out the book and I'll put it in there, or you can just Google it. It's very important because how you really feel about yourself is projected onto other people. So the number one psychological tactics that work with women is only one tactic, bro. is feeling superior to women. How do you get that way? You work on yourself each and every day in every way. Every waking moment of the day, you be totally focused on the business called You Inc. You are a product. And what you want to do is you want to make your product such that it's very valuable on the market. And once you do that, that's the psychological tactic that works on women. It's only one. You being superior to women, dude. And whether it takes you 30 days here with me on Patreon, bro, or it takes you 10 years, from today on, you want to make it your sole purpose in life to be more superior than most people you're going to meet in your daily life. Because, dude, in this life, bro, either you're a winner, dude, or you're a loser, bro. Nobody cares about second and third place. So you always want to shoot for the stars, because if you fail, you will hit the moon. But you getting a coaching call with me, Zoom calls with me, you will not fail, because I'm going to be your accountability buddy, and I'm going to keep you on track.